AITA. Am I the a-hole for kicking my girlfriend and her daughter out? My girlfriend, May, and I, have been together for about 3 years. I have a daughter that I split custody with, while May has a daughter of her own, Alice. May was on the verge of losing her home roughly a year ago, and asked to stay with me, and I obliged and May moved in. Around 4 months after that, Alice had to leave school after she failed to improve her grades while on academic probation, and asked for a room until she could get on her feet. I wasn't thrilled, but at the time I saw a future with her mom and gave some rules and a deadline. Everyone agreed. Roughly 4 months ago, Alice approached May and I telling us she was pregnant. I was shocked and her mother was, well, emotional. After the dust settled, I explained to May and Alice I didn't want a baby in the home. I told Alice she broke the deal and she needs to relocate. She and May weren't happy, but I told them there wasn't a compromise to be made as it's a living, breathing child, and I wasn't interested in being around that at my age. She asked for 40 days and I agreed. Actually, I offered 60, but it wasn't necessary. This past Friday, my daughter, her cousins, and my sister were going down to my beach home for a long weekend, and when they get there the place is obviously being lived in. It was a wreck or anything, but it was dirty, TV was on, trash was half full, and there was food in the fridge. I had them call the police who searched the place on my for Alice to show up. Yeah, Alice was living there. Uninvited, but she had a key provided by her mother. I confronted May, who apologized and justified her behavior, with Alice being her daughter who was carrying her grandchild. I called my sister and had her take Alice to dinner, while I had nephew change the locks and tossing Alice stuff outside. All she had was clothes, so nothing was damaged. I told my now ex-girlfriend she needed to go get Alice before I pressed charges, not even sure I could, to be honest, but she left immediately to go get her while Alice discovered she was homeless. While May was on the way there, I let her know we were done and she wasn't welcome back here. I gathered her property and tossed it out. May called the police, but she can't afford a lawyer to fight the eviction, so it was all for nothing. Am I the a-hole for doing this? I feel they did this to themselves and are rotten for their actions. Edit. After reading through the comments and thinking on it all, I've decided to go ahead and press charges on both Alice and May. A lot of people here don't seem to understand or care about breaking and entering, which seems crazy to me. However, these two need to learn they can't just do as they please. Thanks to everyone for your advice and help. Final edit. Spoke to the local police earlier and my attorney. My attorney will be contacting the local DA regarding the case, as I feel it ties to local safety, and people in the community deserve to have peace of mind. I was assured charges would be taken seriously. The police took my statement and all the evidence I brought forth. It's now out of my hands, and these two are facing several crimes, 2 of which are serious. Thanks for your time. NTA. Not the a-hole. You made clear conditions and have every right to not want a baby in your home. Using your beach home was the last straw. How he broke up with his girlfriend though is pretty shocking in my opinion. He didn't break up in person after 3 years or give her the opportunity to pack her own stuff, but called her and threw her belongings out of the door. What she did was dishonest and shocking, but given the circumstances I see how she'd have limited options. In my opinion, ESH. Everyone sucks here, none of these people know how to communicate. Edit. It seems that loads of people don't understand that throwing your live-in spouse out on the street with no notice is wrong, and possibly illegal. NTA. Not the a-hole. It's still breaking and entering if the offender has a key. If Alice wasn't invited to stay there, she had no right to be there. May should be lucky that you didn't press charges on her and her daughter. Did she think that Alice would live in the beach house undetected forever? Was May ever going to tell you her daughter was there? May and her daughter took advantage of your kindness and broke your trust. I'm glad you broke up with her and kicked them both to the curb. Against the grain but ESH. Everybody sucks here. Throwing your girlfriend out without notice is a duck move. However, secretly having your daughter living in your boyfriend's place is also a duck move. AITA. Am I the a-hole for telling my boyfriend he ruined my birthday? It was my birthday today. I took the day off work, and wanted to spend it doing things I wanted to do. I wanted to watch a movie I've been wanting to watch, but my boyfriend doesn't want to. I was going to order lunch from my favorite restaurant that he won't eat at, because he doesn't trust places that aren't a chain, and I wanted to just relax. I basically just wanted to do things I wanted, without listening to him complain about it. Well, he decided to surprise me by taking the day off too. He took over my whole day. Instead of watching the movie I wanted, he insisted on watching the riots, because they are part of our history. When I left the room, he followed me. I said I didn't want to hear about this on my birthday, but he just kept talking about it and trying to make me watch it with him. Then, instead of getting the lunch I wanted, he threw a fit and ordered from another place that I don't like. I was angry at that point, and he was acting like he did me this great favor, by showing up and doing all this stuff I didn't want to do. I decided I wasn't going to let him ruin anything else, so I ordered dinner from my favorite restaurant. He started talking about dinner, and I said I had already ordered from the restaurant I wanted, and he started fussing at me about how it should be a place we both like. I said, oh really, is that why he ordered lunch from a place I don't like, and watched things I repeatedly said I didn't want to watch? He said it wasn't the same thing, and I said it was exactly the same thing, and what he actually meant to say was it should only be things he likes. He tried to make it out like I was being ungrateful that he took the day off, and said, I should be happy he bothered to take a vacation day for my birthday. I lost my temper completely then. I said that I never asked him to take the day off. In fact, I had been looking forward to a day where I could do the things I wanted to do, and not the things he wanted to do, because we always did what he wanted. I said I wasn't grateful he took the day. He completely ruined my day, by making it all about what he wanted to do, instead of giving me my own damn birthday to do what I wanted, and not what he wanted. My food came shortly after, so I've locked myself in the bedroom to eat and watch my movie, and he's complaining outside my door, about how I ruined the whole day. My sister says he's being a controlling asswipe, but he seems to think I'm being the a-hole here. Edit. To address the questions of why I'm with him. He was my first real serious relationship, and I don't know if I really saw the red flags for what they were. At first I thought, oh, he's just assertive, but now I think my sister is right, and he's just controlling. In the beginning it wasn't like this really, but it's definitely gotten worse over time. NTA. Not the a-hole. He always gets to do what he wants, even on your birthday. And when you call him out, he acts like a child and plays the victim. Your sister's right. He sounds unbearable. Why do you want to be with a guy who doesn't care about you on your birthday? If this is what he's like today, I can't imagine how bad all the other days are. It sounds like you're resentful at this point too. I'd just like to remind you that there are men out there who are not like this. While it's difficult to see now, you can find someone who treats you better than the bare minimum, and takes your feelings and thoughts into account every single day. In my first relationship, I justified a lot more than I should have. But hun, if you find yourself more miserable than happy, maybe it's time to take a step back and re-evaluate the relationship. Sending hugs. NTA. Not the a-hole. Love yourself enough to leave him. First of all, happy birthday. We're birthday buddies. Secondly, your sister is right, he does seem like a controlling asswipe. I'm sorry, if he can't even give you your birthday to do what you want, maybe it's time to throw the whole man away. Edit. Judgment NTA. Not the a-hole.